arithmetic sequence. Oh my gosh, Miss Sanchez, I have no idea what that means. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to go through it together. So let's break this word down, this phrase down. So what is a sequence? A sequence is a set of things, usually numbers, that are in order. And each number in that sequence is called a term. So that's an important vocab word that we'll need to know for this section, and just that you have a general idea of what a sequence is. So from there, arithmetic. Arithmetic is adding. So an arithmetic sequence goes from one term to the next by always adding the same value. Okay, so arithmetic sequence is just a list of numbers where we are adding to get to the next term. And the number that we're adding is called the common difference. All right, and then we'll get into geometric sequence in the next lesson, but for right now, we are just focusing on arithmetic sequences. I just provided both definitions for you on both worksheets so you kind of know where we're going, where we're coming, all that fun stuff. Okay, so notes and practice are combined into one document this time, so let's get started with our notes. So our first sequence. First term is 2, second term is 5, third term is 8, fourth term is 11. How did we get from 2, 5, 8 to 11? And remember, we're in arithmetic, so keep thinking adding, adding, adding. What did I add to get to the next number? From 2 to 5, what do you add? You add 3. 5 to 8, what do you add? 3. 8 to 11, what do you add? 3. So our common difference for this sequence is we added 3. Now, what will our next term be? What will the fifth term of this sequence be? 11 plus 3 is 14. All right, next one, 5, 16. Emmett, please stop. Okay, next sequence. 5, 16, 27, 38. Again, adding. What do we add from one number to get to the next? Well, 5 to 16, I added 11. 16 to 27, I also added 11. 27 to 28, again, adding 11. So plus 11 to get to the next term. Now, what will our next term be? 38 plus 11 will give us 49. Next one, 11, 8, 5, and 2. Now notice that our sequence is getting smaller. We are still adding. Okay, so what do I need to add to 11 to get to 8? What do I add to 8 to get to 5? Always adding. I'm adding a negative 3. 11 plus negative 3 will get me to 8. 8 plus negative 3 will get me to 5. 5 plus negative 3 will get me to 2. Now, 2 plus negative 3 will get me to negative 1 as my next term. All right, 38, 27, 16, and 5. What did I add to get to the next term? I'm adding negative 11 to get to the next term. Now 5 plus negative 11 will get me to negative 6. All right, and notice that these sequences were the same, or not the same, but they consisted of the same numbers, just one was going up, one was going down. So we added 3 for this first one. whereas we subtracted 3 for this one, where we added negative 3 for this one, where we added 11 and added negative 11. Okay? Next one, now we have negative numbers. Ooh, so scary. Yes, I know, so scary. Okay, negative 9, negative 12, negative 15, and negative 18. Now, are our numbers getting larger or smaller as we go through this? Okay, we're in negatives. So our numbers are getting smaller, meaning I'm going to add a negative number. And what negative number am I going to add? It is negative 3. If you guessed that, you are correct. So I'm adding negative 3 because our numbers are going down. They're getting smaller. Okay, then what's negative 18 plus negative 3? Negative 21. And for the last one, we have 7, negative 1, negative 9, negative 17. And again, think to yourself, are my numbers getting bigger or smaller? If they're getting bigger, I'm adding a positive number. If they're getting smaller, I'm adding a negative number. So to get from 7 to negative 1, it looks like I added a negative 8, negative 1 to negative 9, negative 8, so on. So negative 17 plus negative 8 will get me negative 25. Okay, so that is it for our notes. Please keep working on your practice to make sure that you fully understand arithmetic sequence before we move on to geometric sequences.